Previously on Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
Yeah, fire it up, sir. Just took some cocaine from some weird guy with a visor, sir. Yeah.
Yep, that's my cameo for this game. See you bitches in Castle of Voices.
And now back to wagging my little finger. March 28th, 12:41 p.m. Prison special cell.
Hey, it's pitch black in here. I can't see a thing at all.
Are you always talking about how the Yatagrass is able to flap even in the darkness night?
Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight. One alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight.
I didn't tell you to recite it to me,
That one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagrasu.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Still, I can't see what I can't see. I'm just still human, for God's sakes.
that bell again. Demon dog. Fucking pussies. Oh. Mr. Edgeworth, I presume. Ooh, who is it? That voice. It can only be... Oh my god. It's been far too long, is it? So you still remember me? It would be impossible to forget, because it was you who did what none could do. And placed me here in the cell.
Don't tell me that the dog is talking to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Is there someone else there? I can't see anything. Though. Down, boys. Route to frighten the visitors. Here, allow me to illuminate the dark room. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, hello there. Well, okay, I don't seem familiar at all. Oh, no fucking way. Look at the number on my chest here. B055, also called Boss, baby. Big fucking boss. Okay, well, I was kind of hoping I'd be Von Karma or like somebody else. Although I guess that probably wouldn't make any sense. Such noisy visitors. From the voices and footsteps, 2 more in the back. Oh, he's blind. But it would be rude not to introduce myself. I'm called Sirhan Dogan. Sirhan Dogan. I see, because... Okay, that's why the lights are off, because he's blind. He doesn't need them. Mr. Edgeworth and I, we are old acquaintances. This man's a former assassin. Shit. Oh, sweet. The blind assassin, Sirhan Dogan. Dogan, doodly. His weapons are sharp knives and a ferocious dog. His appearance is always accompanied by the sound of a bell. It is said that the ringing of this bell in the darkness is the last sound his victims hear. Would you be so kind as to share the reason why you have come, Mr. Edgeworth? That will not be necessary. You are already well aware of why we're here. Haha, it seems we know each other quite well. Oh, who's a good little murder machine? Yeah, yes, I will eat his flesh. Soon, young one, soon. Suspect your dog of committing the murder. The witness who discovered the body saw him biting it. There must be some mistake. My boy is obedient. He would never do such a thing, right? Anubis? Wow, Anubis? That's a badass fucking name, bro. Good boy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good little booger? Who's a good little booger? Who's a good little... My head is very veiny. Anubis may be your guide dog, but you raised him to be a vicious killer. He was one of the weapons you use as an assassin. To begin with, is the witness of a reliable sort? It's true that Sod is also one of the suspects, and it's difficult to say if we can trust his testimony. In any case, I think you have the wrong dog. Right, Anubis? Right, boy? I wonder if he knows who the witness is. There's a fucking... Oh, the stuff he's got in there. I'm sure you don't use this shit to break your way out of here. I would like to hear your alibi from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. yesterday morning. During the animal show, I was in my humble cell the entire time. I took up whittling recently. My focus was solely on the wood and chisel in my hands. The prisoners have free access to chisels here. Normally that's not allowed. I mean, any of you people see Shawshank Redemption? Anybody? He used a rock hammer. The warden is a kind soul. She's given me special permission. Kind? Ridiculous. Even 5 metal chisels? It's fucking ridiculous. Would become deadly weapons in his hands. Not just that, but I mean, just, come on. All I need is a dirty poster to hide my big hole behind. It started out by carving these Buddha statues, but I moved on to other shapes after the 674th.
Really? That many?
All it takes is time, which I have plenty of. Here is what I'm working on now. God, has everyone played chess in this game? I did not know you played chess. Do you play as well, Mr. Edgeworth? I would like to test your wits in a game sometime. I only started playing since my arrival here, so I'm still inexperienced. What is this piece? It's a 3-headed dog. A Cerberus. Just for fun of it, I carved this hound piece. The chess is a game of war, pawns, knights, and castles. Each side pushing their forces to the limits to take the life of the enemy's king. However, I found the absence of dogs to be strange. Hounds are an indispensable part of warfare, but it is nothing more than folly. I still play by all the normal rules of chess. Isn't it difficult for you to find opponents here in prison? I always play correspondence chess. Correspondence chess? So you play chess through the mail. Prisoners are allowed to send and receive letters, although they are subject to inspection. Wow, that'd be a long fucking game of chess. At the moment, I am waiting for my opponent's next move. Hound piece data, all right. So he plays just with people outside of this prison. Do you know who was murdered? It was Horace Knightley, a most unfortunate lad. Your ears are sharp as ever. They're all I can rely on. As I thought, he has full knowledge of everything that goes on in this prison. On second thought, he might be more fortunate after all. Fortunate? How so? He committed a grave crime. He was able to avoid punishment for it. An assassination attempt on the president. What a bold man. Assassination attempt?
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, did Mr. Knightley just...
He may have killed his own superior, but he never attempted to take the president's life. Are they trying to conceal the fact that the assassination was staged by the president?
Whoa, hold your horses. Knightley didn't attack the president. But Uncle Ray was requested to defend him in court on charges of attempted assassination.
You didn't know either, Uncle Ray? So they're trying to pin the whole thing on Mr. Knightley?
Wow. Now I see why the PIC is taking action. Oh.
So that's why they removed you from the case.
That DEBESTE guy was going... DEBESTE was going to indict him on charges of attempted assassination.
The dude said they would have twisted the truth.
Oh, wow. Damn, dude. This president's a real douchebag. It's a real son of a bitch. I suspected it was a false charge. I heard about it from one of the guards, about Knightley. He kept desperately insisting I didn't assassinate anyone. But the courts are supposed to bring the truth to light. I may not be well versed in law, but I can say one thing for certain. Some of the prisoners here were convicted on false charges. Like me. That's the reality of it, right, Anubis? Right, boy? Leaving the truth in the care of the court can be dangerous. Leaving the truth in the care of the court is dangerous. There was someone who said the exact same thing before. And that investigator from Interpol who doesn't trust prosecutors.
Fucking Lang, where am I at, man? I haven't showed up at all this game yet. I thought I'd be like there right at the beginning. You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors, too, are you? Fueled by those ideas, is it any wonder what courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? Rest assured, next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving.
Where's he at, anyway? I doubt his distrust is clear completely.
You feel the same way, don't you, Anubis? The truth of the courts and Mr. Edgeworth's reasoning both can't be trusted, right?
It is nothing to be upset about. You're not the only one who suspects me. Yesterday, the other prosecutor and that judge came here too. They brought the warden along. How'd they despise me?
Oh, must've been those 2 rude people from before.
The two new characters, Prosecutor DEBESTE and Judge Courtney. They thoroughly inspected my room but left without finding a thing. It seems they were searching for the murder weapon. 'Tis a shame. They searched the other prisoners' cells too, not just mine. Yet they were still unable to find anything. All that hard work was for naught.
All for naught.
Ooh-wee.
This is a long episode.
This is quite a problem. What should we do?
Saw's testimony alone won't hold up. In order to confront him, we'll need evidence. Now, if my guests would be so kind as to leave. Right to NicoB, show them the way out. Kill them all!
Ooh! Does this mean what I think it means?
Let's get going, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm not afraid of you, big guy. We shall meet again, Dogen. It would be a shame for our long-awaited reunion to end so soon. I'll be waiting. Forgot how weird you were. Yeah, suck my balls, doggy. March 28th, 1:12 p.m., prison hallway. Now then, we still need to find that murder weapon.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I told you not to get up there. Where did the monkey go? She went all the way up there? It's fine now, Kay. Come down from there.
I'm a ninja.
Yes, I know. Where's Mr. Shields?
Beats me. He just took off, running like death was after him.
Good grief, that man.
What should we do now, Mr. Edgeworth?
We'll continue investigating. First, we should start by solving that one mystery. Nani's body was found in a workroom inside the prison. However, he was supposed to be in the detention center's holding cell. How did he get to the prison under such tight security? Let's go investigate the holding cell at the detention center.
That was where Mr. Knightley was held, right? But what about Uncle Ray?
Let's just leave him for B for now.
Thought we were supposed to be his assistants, though.
Whatever. Screw that guy. March 28th, 1:34 p.m. Detention center hallway. The new cells in the detention center was this way.
Let's check it out, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, this is truly just dreadful.
Huh? What happened? Oh,
It's the woman.
that's the warden, Miss Rowland. She must have come from behind that no entry sign.
I feel like she might end up being the bad guy. She would be the only one who could get around freely, aside from Saw it, but
Come on, we're not gonna. He's not gonna be able to be the bad guy again.
So he still won't talk? Even after all the trouble you went through to get the evidence and transfer from the precinct?
That's right. I don't know how many times I've tried. I can't report back empty-handed.
That assassin sure is one tough cookie, huh?
You just say assassin.
Oh my. Well.
Pardon me, but were you talking about Sir Han Dogen just now?
Oh, eavesdropping, were you? You naughty boy.
Right. Did you question him personally, Warden Rowland?
Not just him. I tried to have a heart-to-heart with all the prisoners and suspects. In my home, we're all family.
it's like that little doggy.
It's only fair I invite them to my warden's office.
The warden's office?
Oh, have you taken an interest in my room as well?
You're creepy.
It's just down this hallway, but outsiders are not allowed past this point.
Down the hallway. So around there.
I see.
Yeah, it is totally.
It's gonna be the connected.
Huh.
Ooh, it's such a lovely room. People do so enjoy being invited back there. So it shows them the splendid view of my precious courtyard. The courtyard of this ammo-filled prison? I'd sure love to see it. I'm delighted that you want to see it. However, I cannot invite you. What? You're not a child of our home. If you want to come to my room, you'll have to be convicted first.
That's a rather high hurdle to clear. Well, better go try to kill somebody.
Goodness me, look at how long we've been talking. I was just about to feed Allie here.
Ally.
Allie here, her lunch.
ally.
She's my favorite little angel. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be off to the courtyard. Toodaloo.
Why is she wearing that? It's fucking 80 degrees in here. Never got a chance to ask her about Dogan. Dogan. Well, let's head over to Nightly Cell. Holy balls, this is a long episode. March 28, 1:43 p.m. Detention Center holding cell. It's the victim's cell.
When did Mr. Knightley arrive in here again?
It's after the president's welcoming ceremony on the night of March 25th. So when and how did he move over to the prison? There might be some evidence left that can answer that.
All right, let's get cracking. Mr. Edworth.
Get investigation.
Wow, oh my God. All right. I'm already like over an hour and a half into this video. I feel like this is probably gonna get split up into multiple parts. Did he go in the toilet? I bet he did. There's a big duty in here. It's not as dirty as I thought it would be. And the toilet paper shows no sign of use. Did he ever wipe his ass? Damn, so many questions. Well, looks like there are no problems with the toilet.
There's a huge problem.
What's the problem?
It's totally awkward having the toilet out in the open like that. They need to think more about the end user.
Certainly wasn't designed with the spirit of service in mind. What? He's got a little thing right there. Nobody can see him doing his duty. Windows with iron bars. There are no signs of tampering. Doesn't look like the criminal could have escaped through here.
What if these iron bars are removable? Inspect them for the future reference.
Okay, there's a lot of time for that. We're in the middle of an investigation. An Edworth investigation. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious nook and weird jacket. Sora's Nightly suit.
According to the results of my investigation,
What'd you find out?
a man who looks good in a suit leaves a more favorable impression with the ladies. Next time I'll investigate men who look good in frills.
Please don't bother. Newspaper.
This newspaper, it's missing a few pages.
They appear to be torn out. Okay. Why would someone tear out the pages from a newspaper?
Maybe they used to clean the cell instead of a rag?
Clean the cell? It's quite possible. Oh yeah, see all the floor over here. Something seems off.
Floor here's clean. Was it mud recently?
All right, well, there we go. Solve that one quickly. Strange, only the area in front of the bed has been wiped clean. All right, let's do this. Go for it. Connector, go for it. Connector. Floor is clean. It was probably wiped down with something.
Did someone spill grape juice here?
I don't know exactly what was wiped away, but I can imagine what was used to wipe it. It's very likely it was this torn up newspaper.
Could he have asked one of the guards if he could borrow a clean rag?
Perhaps it was something he didn't want the guards to see. Like cocaine! I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and giant book.
There's something on the desk.
Seems to be some kind of memo. Let me take a closer look. Next move is bishop. Next I move rook number pawn to g6. I see, so he was playing with this guy. This is chess notation. It was probably the victims.
What's chess notation?
It's a memo that records the positions of the pieces on a chessboard. This is a good match. My next move would be a pawn to... No, actually before that.
Mr. Edworth, this is no time to be playing chess.
You're right. Damn. It's a fucking habit. Position of the chess pieces recorded in this memo. I feel like I've seen something similar somewhere else. I should take a closer look at the evidence I've collected. It's sort of like that thing I got from the other guy, right? This right here. Yep. This chess notation. I've seen it before.
You're still thinking about chess? Focus on the investigation. Focus!
Chess is quite important in the investigation. Okay, have a look at this.
Are these chess pieces from Dogan's cell? I don't know much about the rules of chess.
The rules of chess are not important here. Look at the positions of the chess pieces in this memo. And the pieces in the Dogan cell. Do you notice anything?
I don't know anything about the different chess pieces. But if you flip the board around, the positions of the chess pieces are completely the same.
Yes, although the memo doesn't include the Cerberus chess piece, the positions of the others chess pieces are identical.
What's going on here?
I always play correspondence chess. This might be hard to believe, but Dogen's chess opponent was...
Are you saying he was playing as Mr. Knightley?
With this, we now have the evidence to link Dogen with the victim. Yes. What in the hell is this?
Mr. Edgeworth, is this the dining menu?
You choose your daily meals in this detention center. However, unless you have the money, you won't be able to choose what you want to eat.
Again, the world revolves around money. Doesn't this mean that the rich won't have to reflect on their crimes?
Yes, well, those who come here haven't been declared guilty yet. There are few good people who don't need to reflect. Probably.
It's like you're just making excuses for them, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ah! Why should I have come to the excuses for the detention center?
There are lots of books here. What's this? The Wonderful Warden of Ours. The Hound Whistler, the Animal Shack Redemption.
Animal Shack?
Mr. Knightley, he was a surprisingly good person.
No. Detention center provides these books for the visitor's own edification. These books are supposed to help you grow as a human being. Prison Life for Dummies. These books were written by model prisoners and former inmates.
Here's a helpful book, The Great Escape in 80 Days, based on a true story. Oh, check this one out. Crime in Establishment, How to Make Money in Prison.
The problems with this detention center may run deeper than I thought. Reflection in the mirror.
It's a security camera. A great thief's arch enemy. I guess I don't take too kindly to the thieves here.
There's no reason for a detention center to be kind to thieves. Guard! I would like you to check the footage of this security camera. If you have any problems, report to me at once.
Understood, sir.
Investigation complete. This is what our investigation turned up. Seems we found a major connection between the victim and Dogen.
This is terrible.
What happened?
It was me. The security camera recorded something terrible.
What? Can you let me see?
Of course, sir. Here's that same VHS tape that's been in the series for fucking ever. I have a portable playback device right here.
Then let me see it right away. Give me VHS. God dang. When are we gonna move past these things?
Well, what the fuck?
Oh my God, there's a monkey on me!
Oh, whoa, we got straight fucked.
This is damn.
Is that the dog attacking him?
No, I bet it was that monkey. I knew it. That monkey's evil.
This black thingy has gotta be that doggy, right?
Well, until this point, I thought the murder took place inside the prison. It appears I was mistaken. The place where Knightley was attacked was in the holding cell. It was the detention center, and furthermore, he was attacked by Dogen's dog. This is decisive evidence. I see, so he was carrying the body, wasn't he? When he bit his neck, he grabbed him, they carried him, I guess, because the doors can open, right, for the animals. He took him over to the, one of the workrooms. But what, shouldn't there be, then there would be a big thing of blood, though, right? That was probably what got wiped up, right, was the blood. But if you got dragged, I feel like you would have left blood behind. Furthermore, he was attacked by Dogen's dog as decisive evidence. Yes. Knightley was killed in this room. Then I found the shit piece of evidence that I need, which piece of evidence takes on a new meaning if the murder occurred in the holding cell. This right here, right? For some reason, someone can wipe the floor. It's possible they were wiping away bloodstains. It's weird. Sometimes I can actually like skip past the text here, even though I actually haven't seen the scene yet. But most of the time I can't. Like right that moment I could. So I was like, oh. Thank you for your hard work. While I have your attention, may I ask for one more favor?
What would that be?
There should be a detective by the name of Dick Gumshoe in the detention center or the prison. I would like you to give him a message. Tell him to check this room for traces of blood and give the results to me.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Should corner that old coot.
No, not yet. We still don't know how Knightley and the dog moved from here to the prison.
It's true, but once we figure that out, where should we check out next, Mr. Edgeworth?
That toilet there. He came up through the sewers, I know it. The guards here might know something about the murder. Let's see if we can learn any new details from them. Oh my God, we are still going? This has got to be a two-parter. This is fucking huge. Does it ever end? What happened to the good old days when we used to go to be continued after like an hour? March 22nd, or 28th, 2:50 p.m., Detention Center hallway.
All right, let's continue our...
Oh my, Agent Lang.
There he is.
Oh, sorry to intrude. Sup, asshole? Yeah, thought you'd last of me. Better guess again, son. Well, isn't Mr. Prosecutor and the little lady. Fancy meeting you here.
This man is Shilong Lang, an Interpol agent. About 2 weeks ago, he was in charge of investigating one of my cases. I would have thought he'd returned to his native country by Zhengfa by now. Agent Lang, what brings you here?
Just some boring work. Nothing you need to know about.
On top of a black dog, we meet a black wolf. You came alone today, Agent Lang?
Usually, he'd have a huge police force with him. And of course his sidekick, who turned out to be evil.
Mr. Prosecutor, seems you've been busy these past few days.
These past few days, you referring to the incident with the Zhengfa president? I would have thought you'd be involved in his security too. I know, this guy's shocked about.
Ha! Our president doesn't even trust his own country's police force. Look at the results of hiring a private security company. It's laughable.
Agent Lang doesn't trust prosecutors or the courts. That's why. He brings along a large force of capable policemen to thoroughly investigate the crime scene. Yes, if you and your subordinates had been there, the results might have been different.
My subordinates, huh? They're no longer with me.
What? They're not with you? What?
Funny, looks like I'm a real lone wolf now. Ah!
Agent Lang, just what happened? What happened exactly?
Didn't I tell you? It's nothing you need to know about. Well, be seeing ya, Mr. Prosecutor.
Did he get fired or something?
Mr. Lang, wonder what happened.
Yes, it troubles me too. There's nothing we can do about it for now. Okay, let's continue with our own investigation.
Got it. First, let me ask those guards a few questions.
These two generic guards. What about you, generic guard 84?
This is a difficult case.
What's wrong? Is something troubling you?
Sir, one of my uniforms has gone missing, but I'm certain that I placed it in this locker.
Maybe the uniform grew legs and walked off somewhere.
But the uniform already had legs. Oh my God, my brain.
What kind of logic is that?
In any case, I wish you the best in your search. I'll be rooting for you.
Yes, thank you for your support. I love you. Random girl with a key on her head.
Oh, that was actually important. Okay. I thought that was just random generic dialogue that I was probably gonna end up cutting out of the video. Nope, apparently it was important.
Stolen uniform.
Come back, Agent Lang. Security gate with the metal detector.
Do you feel nervous when we pass through one of these? It's like how you get nervous when you see a policeman, but you've done nothing wrong.
Perhaps you get nervous around the police because you're the self-proclaimed great thief. You silly nugget! You silly nugget! You there, have you seen a black dog around here?
Of course not. If I had actually seen it, I wouldn't be standing around here so carefree.
Did something happen with that doggy?
Okay, let's not press this matter any further. So Dogan's dog didn't come by the detention center.
Oh, there you are.
It's gotta be the... Sorry, I had something in my throat. Mr. Shields, where'd you go? Where did that effeminate voice come from?
Where indeed? I've been searching for you guys this whole time. Walking around all around the prison is hard work, you know.
That's strange, seeing as you came from the opposite direction.
I've got some information. You want to hear it? Do you? Do you?
Sure change the subject quickly.
I heard a little something from the guards. It seems Knightley caused a bit of an incident 2 days ago.
An incident?
You know, Simon said he came to visit Knightley, right? After the visit, when Knightley returned to his cell. Naturally, a guard escorted Knightley back to his cell. While the guard was unlocking his handcuffs, all of a sudden, Knightley struck the guard and knocked him out.
Oh.
Seems he was going to attempt a jailbreak.
Shit, damn, all right. What? Okay, so I was thinking So does that mean he dressed up like a cop or a security guard and moved through the doors? That's how he got around? But we saw him get killed in the whole, but we saw somebody get attacked in that cell, right? We didn't see his face.
By the time the other guards arrived, the key to his cell had disappeared.
There's been no reports of Knightley's jailbreak attempt. 2 days ago.
Exactly, it's strange, isn't it? Right up until his death, he was still in his cell. What's more, Knightley claimed he never stole the key in the first place. In fact, they searched his cell, and the key was nowhere to be found.
The guard who was struck have anything to say?
No one knows. He was taken to the hospital while he was still unconscious. He's still there now, it seems.
So in the end, we still don't know what happened. Damn, it's getting complicated. It's you! Huh, that voice. Oh God. It's Tweedledee and Tweedledoosh.
What are you still doing hanging around here? Oh, well, you see, this is my assistant. Are you here to object to our investigation and make me into a laughingstock?
Sebastian, I believe obstruct is the word you're looking for.
The way I think his expression was apt.
A pleasure meeting you again, Judge Courtney. I am.
I know you are Simon Key's defense attorney, are you not?
Well then, let's skip the formalities and celebrate our happy reunion with a hug. Come on, give Uncle Ray a hug. Come on.
Oh no! No!
Or maybe not.
Incidentally, I heard you mention an assistant a moment ago. Yeah, we're assistants at the Edgeworth Law Offices. Prosecutors are civil servants to open a side business to portray the goddess of law.
As long as profit is not our objective, there shouldn't be a problem, right? Who the fuck is the goddess of law anyway? Pretty sure you're just making shit up.
Yeah, that's it. Miles here's a volunteer worker. The purpose of my office isn't to make money. We're pro bono.
What a wonderful heart you have, defending others without demanding payment.
I do have an amazing charitable heart.
More importantly, I'd like to explain your reasons for arresting Simon Keys.
There's no need to.
Is that a challenge against me? Have at thee. I will smack you with my stick.
No, I was speaking with Judge Courtney, you little weirdo.
I guess it can't be helped. If you want to take on the best, you will fall like the rest.
Wow, that rhymed. What a fucking tool. I haven't said anything yet. It's convenient. Then I will hear you out. What were your reasons for arresting Mr. Keys?
I see no need to inform you. Sebastian, let us...
No, this guy's got on my last nerve. I'm taking him down to lunch and maybe dating him later. Just watch, Justine. Watch as I run in circles against this useless prosecutor.
I think you mean run circles around me.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Prepare yourself, Mr. Edgeworth.
All right, this is gonna be fun. I can't wait to curb stop this little fuck. Reasons for attempt or arrest.
So you want to know my reasons for arresting that man? The answer is simple. Yes, we found traces of that guy over there. How's that? Perfectly simple, perfectly decisive, right? Of course, I was the first to notice it because I'm the best.
How am I supposed to go about pressing that? What does that say on that behind me? Eat free or die in prison?
How's that? Got nothing to say? Speechless in my presence?
This guy sure talks a lot. So, you're the one who arrested Mr. Keys, I take it. Mr. DEBESTE, you have the right to do such a thing.
Well, obviously, it was the police who carried out the arrest. But since it was under my direction, shouldn't it also count as my arrest?
As I expected. It'd be difficult to deal with both of them at the same time. However, are they just like travel together everywhere? Her silence is troubling me. Just what is she thinking? Raboodle, you're a badoodle. Okay, so you want to know my reasons for arresting the man? The answer is simple. Yes, we found traces of that guy. Hold it! Traces? Like blood? That guy over there. That's certainly vague.
Well, don't they say the best hears one thing and understands 10?
You're just being lazy. Explain it more clearly. My big finger demands you.
Sebastian, if it's all right with you, would you please explain it to them in more detail? I'm sure that everyone wants to hear what you have to say.
Are you two like related or something? Seems like she's kind of coddling him.
All right, if you insist, Justine. We discovered that, perhaps you didn't know, but the victim carried a chessboard with him. From it, we found that the suspect guy's, I mean Simon Key's fingerprints.
It's like, what the I'm sorry, are we really doing this? Is this real? Like, I feel like I'm in an alternate reality where shitty people get good jobs.
Well done, Sebastian. I bless you on behalf of the gods of law.
Seriously, okay, something's up with you two. Like, is he like your son-in-law or some shit? Why are you coddling him so much?
Please amend your testimony. Are you all right with that, Prosecutor Edgeworth?
Yeah, I guess.
Victim carried a chessboard. From it, we found Simon Key's fingerprints. How's that? Perfectly simple and super douchey.
Oh, but that's because he was bringing it in. You ding dong! Oh my God, you people are really bad at your job. Fingerprints found on the chessboard. Is that the ace up your sleeve?
Ace in my sleeve? Oh, ace up my sleeve. Yes, the methods I use are always the best. The ace is my trump card. What the fuck was I doing? Look, I was doing like framing like a picture or something.
Well then, allow me to show you that it's not, in fact, a trump card at all. Simon Keys was the one who sent this chessboard to the victim in the first place. So it's only natural some of his prints would be left on it.
My ho-ho get turned erect.
Don't say that. That took way too long. These fingerprints are hardly decisive evidence. Perhaps your arrest was a little too rash. Wow, you're really bad at this.
Rash.
Begin with, this incident occurred in the detention center and the prison. To suspect Simon just because he isn't a prisoner or guard is a little unreasonable. What? What's with him all of a sudden? Stop making weird sounds. Only I'm allowed to do that.
I finally get what you're trying to say. Rash. You mean we were too quick to arrest the guy, right? Yeah. Oh, you're so hot. I just want to pour molasses all over you. You're such a silly nugget. God.
He was stuck on that? Stop making weird mannerisms too.
Sure, I was the first to lay eyes on him. And I was the first to notice the evidence. That was even faster. But I am not rash. I'm not. Sure, Simon Keys isn't a guard or a prisoner, but overruled.
I love that. I can't get over how fucking awesome. Overruled. It sounds so Britishy. So Britishy and beautiful.
Sebastian.
Oh, so you guys said apparently this wasn't made just by one guy. This was actually done by a team of people. So it was from that team that they were able to gather so many different voices. So that's cool. Okay. I commend them. Judge Courtney.
What are you doing, Justine? Don't butt in like that. I had him on the ropes there.
Pardon me, Sebastian. Yes, your words on the suspect are very interesting. However, shouldn't you get to the best part first?
Did somebody say best? It's the best part? Oh.
Why don't you tell them about your wonderful reasoning regarding the murder weapon?
Good one, Justine. Oh, nice suggestion. Mr. Edgeworth, listen to my first-rate reasoning.
Objection. What the hell? Will this reasoning explain why you arrested Mr. Keys? I feel like that's no fair. Your sidekick is way better at this than my sidekick.
I'm sure we can meet your expectations.
Judge Courtney just changed the flow of the conversation. What is she planning? Yeah, she's like just totally guiding the law. This guy is horrible. You're horrible at prosecutor. Murder weapons location.
It's obvious the murder weapon was a sharp metal object. However, the prison maintains strict control over potentially lethal items. So that's why I've reasoned that the murder weapon was brought in from the outside. Yes, it was hidden inside that chessboard. And since only the victim and the suspect fingerprints were found on the chessboard, isn't it obvious who brought and used the murder weapon?
At least it's clearer than his last testimony.
It's the best reasoning you can get from prosecutor, the best. How do you like that?
Now he's mixing up the best with his own name. What? My God, this guy is so fucking stupid.
But could someone really hide a weapon inside a gift sent to a prison?
I know that fucking old coot's got fucking chisels in his room. Why would we immediately suspect that? Everyone's bad at their job in this game.
You'll find a good place if you examine the inside of the chessboard.
Inside the chessboard, is there some place to hide a weapon? Let's have a look-see. So I thought there were only chess pieces inside. Oh, like beneath it? Can you lift the green part out?
Wow, what an annoying clap.
I like she said that out loud too. Inside chessboard, huh? Perhaps I should examine it a bit further. Over here then? There it is. This is. The top panel is removable.
It's quite deep. Giggity.
Yes, giggity. There's more than enough room to hide a small knife.
Understand now, this is how the culprit smuggled in the...
Objection, you little turd. Huh?
What's with the huh? I wasn't even finished. His little tears came right out of his eyes.
Oh my god.
I'm liking voicing this guy. It's just so fucking perfect. Like, if there's ever a voice that was made for, like, a character, maybe even more so than Joshua, which I didn't think was fucking possible.
Mr. DEBESTE, there's something you have forgotten. There's a gate at the entrance of the detention center.
Eh? Well, there is, but...
He means the security gate with the metal detectors, Sebastian. We had to pass through the same check when we entered the prison, remember?
Yeah, that's it. I remember now.
It looks like he completely forgot. It would be impossible to smuggle a sharp metal object into the detention center. Therefore, your reasoning never held even from the very beginning.
Overruled! That gate is only used on people. In other words, packages sent to the detention center undergo a simpler check.
So they don't use a metal detector for that.
This never should have happened. It seems the guards were too careless.
Okay.
Right, Justine. Thanks for the assist.
You're welcome. Now then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, your cross-examination, if you please.
Cross-examination? It's as if we were in the courtroom. Very well, his reasoning. Let's see how long it will hold up under pressure. I'm gonna rub it right in his douchey little face. Okay, it was a sharp metal object.
Hold it.
Press him on that. A sharp metal object. Do you have proof of that?
Didn't you see the victim's wound, worthless prosecutor? The fatal blow was a stab to the throat. And a knife perfectly matches up with that. There could be no other explanation.
It seems they don't know about the piece of information yet.
Nothing to say. Speechless, aren't you, Mr. Edward? Right, next, there's plenty more to my reasoning.
But what about the dog, right? What about Fido here? Oh, shit. I mean, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, is that true?
It is not, Sebastian.
Oh, like he looks over to her to be like, wait, is that right?
Damn it. Right at my nuggets. All right. My real problem is her rather than Mr. DEBESTE. Hold it. Can you be more specific about where it came from?
Of course I can. It didn't come from the inside the prison.
It's trying to sound smart.
Simon Keyes brought it in. That's what we mean.
Mr. Edgeworth, can't you even figure that much out? I'm disappointed in you.
And you've disappointed me from the start.
So Simon brought the murder weapon, but how, you ask? How?
Yes, it was hidden inside the chessboard. No weapon was found at the crime scene, not even inside the chessboard. So where did the murder weapon disappear to? I'd like to hear your answer to that.
That's well, after the crime, the culprit must have hidden it somewhere in the prison.
Is there a problem with that statement DEBESTE just made? Of course there's a problem with it. The murder weapon is hidden inside the prison. I don't think so. It's clear from this piece of evidence, which is the murder weapon can't be inside the prison. From the prison investigation, right? Yep, Oh, you suck at this. Have you completely forgotten your own actions? You, along with the warden Roland, conducted a search of the prison. But you did not find the murder weapon, right?
Oh my god! Oh my god! That was so fucking awesome! He squeezed it, he slapped himself in the face with it. Ow! Ow! It hurt my face! That's... We must have overlooked something.
This guy's just completely contradicted himself.
You carried out such a sloppy investigation. I'm amazed that you call yourself the best.
Are you mocking me?
Sebastian? Please calm yourself. Don't get caught up in the opponent's pace.
I'm fine, Justine. Did you really think DEBESTE Prosecutor would be shaken by someone miles behind him?
Would you stop messing around with other people's names?
Oh, in that case, K Faraday is far fair ahead.
Okay, don't get caught up in this too. No! What have you done? You messed up my assistant.
Yes, if my best investigation didn't find anything, then there must not have been a single weapon in the prison. In that case, there's only one possibility. The criminal must have taken the murder weapon with him when he left the prison. So it's only natural we didn't find it in there. Yeah!
Objection! There was no way the culprit could have brought the weapon out of the prison. And this piece of evidence shows why. Because of this thing. Because of the fucking security gate, you dummy! Have you completely forgotten your own testimony?
That's twice you've insulted me!
Oh, it seems you remember what I said earlier. But you do well to remember further than that.
What is that?
This guy, he really doesn't remember anything.
Seems that way, oh my god. Detention center and the prison are equipped with security gates. Anyone leaving must pass through the gates. These gates. Gates equipped with metal detectors.
That's what you...
Looks like he remembers now.
Yes, there, good boy, good. There's no way someone could have brought the murder weapon through those gates. So the criminal could not have taken it out of the prison either.
So then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you know where this murder weapon went to?
Perhaps the murder weapon is still inside the prison? Maybe your investigation isn't nearly as thorough as you fucking think? Man, I wouldn't blame it. Look at this guy.
But we couldn't find it anywhere in the prison.
The reason you didn't find it is because you believed it would be a sharp metal object.
We saw the very moment when Mr. Knightley was attacked, after all. If you can say that much, then perhaps you could enlighten us. What would you say is the murder weapon in this case?
From this piece of evidence, the murder weapon of this case becomes obvious. The video? Yes. Here is footage from a security camera. It shows one of the cells in the detention center. See with your own eyes. This guy got straight fucking eat it. Demon monkey. And I'm hungry like the...
Ow! What? It can't be.
This tape clearly shows the moment the victim was attacked by a black dog. I believe this is sufficient proof, wouldn't you say?
Indeed, this is vital evidence.
Horace Knightley was killed in the detention center by that demon dog. After that, the body was moved to the prison workroom. Our witness claims to have seen a dog in the workroom when a body was found. Of course, the dog couldn't have planned this crime on its own. However, there is someone who could have.
Overruled. That's enough, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Judge Courtney.
It is true this camera footage is vital evidence. However, there is something else you must prove. Actually, you've already noticed it, haven't you?
It's just she says, there is still a huge flaw in my reasoning.
If that black dog is a prisoner's pet, how was it able to move between the detention center and the prison?
Actually, it's kind of funny. I think I'm seeing the little thing on his head is meant to sort of look like a question mark initially, and then when it goes up, it sort of looks like an exclamation point, like, oh, I realized something.
We do, Mr. Edgeworth.
I still don't know how the dog managed to move from one place to the other.
I knew it.
What? You're the one who wanted to talk. You don't either. Overruled. If you do not solve this mystery, I'm afraid I cannot accept your logic. If this was a real courtroom, I would call for a recess now.
She's like smacking the ground with that. Ah, wait! I'm not finished yet.
Court has been adjourned. Leave at once.
This isn't a courtroom. God dang it.
Well then, as I said, court is adjourned.
Objection. I can't prove my argument, but isn't it the same case with Mr. Keys?
Whatever do you mean?
Just I don't know how the dog entered the detention center. You also don't know how Simon Keys entered the detention center and prison. Although he came to visit the victim, he was an outsider to the prison. Don't you think it would be difficult for him to commit a crime inside the prison? Judge Courtney, now the burden of proof lies with you. Ball's in your court, bitch. Show us the evidence that Simon Keys entered the prison.
Haha. You want me to present evidence? I'm happy to oblige.
What? She really have evidence? Ah!
It's about time I told you. Now that I know the basis of your reasoning, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
What's she thinking?
It seems you don't even know Simon Key's real occupation. He's a circus performer.
A circus performer?
Yes, have you ever heard of the Very Big Circus?
Very big? Circus? Oh, shit!
But of course, yesterday was a day that I wouldn't have missed for the world.
Wouldn't have missed for the world. Did you have some kind of important meeting?
Oh heavens, no, I despise meetings. It was the animal show, of course. It seems you've realized. On the day of the incident, an animal show was being performed at the prison. And the show was put on by the Very Big Circus. So then, do you mean Simon Keys entered the prison as a staff member of the animal show? That we know for a fact.
E-I-E-I-O. This woman, she's been concealing this fact the whole time? She only planned to reveal it after hearing my reasoning. Come to think of it.
What are you doing, Justine? Don't put in like that.
Pardon me, Sebastian. Yes, your words on the suspect are very interesting. However, shouldn't you get to the best part first?
Mr. Best was going to say it then, but she stopped him.
How do you like that, worthless prosecutor? I told you, you suck, I'm best.
You didn't do anything. You little turd burglar.
Well then, now it really is time for a recess. I'll end with some advice. I had already doubted your abilities as a prosecutor, which is why I'm relieved you are of your authority. You best not forget that.
What are you trying to say?
The PIC can still take away your badge. If you value your badge, I advise you not to show your face before me again.
Is that a threat? I will fight you.
The goddess of law is merciful, but that doesn't mean you can get away with everything. And one more thing. I must digress. I suggest you stop with this defense attorney act.
That's none of your concern. I don't intend to abandon a case I am involved in so easily.
For defense attorneys, a relationship of mutual trust with their client is vital. It is very different from the way of the prosecutor. In any case, you didn't even know about your client's occupation.
Ah, shit. Damn, she's good.
Well, then I must be going. May the blessings of the goddess of law be upon you. Fare thee well.
Wait for me, Justine. God, you're such a fast walker.
Simon, lie to us?
It seems he lied to Uncle Ray, too. This complicates matters. Why do you do that? Hey, Miles, don't tell me you've got cold feet already.
I don't know why you would have hidden that. I mean, that should have been fucking obvious, so to like everybody else, right? It's like, oh, he was at the show. He saw him working there.
Courtney Pie is quite a handful, but giving up is still uncool. Defense attorney's creed is to never give up, never surrender. Right, Tim Allen? Remember, you're my assistant.
Of course, I don't plan on giving up either. It's just, my theory that he couldn't enter the prison no longer holds. It looks like we'll have to investigate once more. Ace Attorney investigate, that is. To be continued. Holy mother of God, that was a long episode. That is absolutely gonna have to be split into 2 parts. Damn. First part was like a regular length. This one is the length of 2 at least. Ugh. But it's getting good. It's very, very intriguing. Yes, good. I don't know. I think it might end up being the warden just because, I don't know, we haven't touched on her at all, I feel like. But then again, we really haven't touched on our defendant either, have we? We only talked to him for like five minutes. But it's interesting. There's definitely something going on between DEBESTE and Justine. Seems like they're related in some way. I don't know. But we'll have to save all that for next time, guys. Anyway, like and favorite if you enjoyed. Subscribe now, become Pinky Penguin, or the SLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. And as always, guys, till next time, stay classy.
Oh, you give me that penguin.
I got the penguin.
You give me that penguin.
I got the penguin. It's my penguin.
That's my penguin.
No, it's my penguin. No. I shall not let you leave here. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, God. You have battled well, penguin. I respect thee. I hug thee. Birdie hug!
Yeah. Oh, you got it by the eye.
Ow. 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 Whoa, I gotcha.